Hey everyone, it's Dawn. Welcome back. And I just made an executive decision. So I did a bloom, and the colors are fantastic. My cells and lacing are beautiful, but I don't like it. I mean, I don't love it. So I went downstairs and rewatched the video and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna pour right over this right now before it's dry. I'm just gonna do it over. So we're starting from square one on a 15-inch round, 3/4 inch thick MDF board. And as you can see, it's not great. The blowout was bad. My cell activator was, I think, too thin. And my blow was not good. So I think since I don't love it, it's best to pour right over it while it's still wet, freshly done 10 minutes ago. So I had to mix up a little more base, and I didn't have enough of my pouring medium mixed up. So I took a bunch of my interference pigments and pearl colors from Amsterdam, all the stuff I had mixed up, and I just poured it back into the cup, into this one cup, and mixed it up and ended up with this really pretty pearly pink color that has a chunk of something in it. Let me just mix really quick. I mixed it up but didn't get a good look in the light. Just want to make sure it's not chunky. Yeah, I think it's good. I'll just have to pick out any chunks that show up when I pour it down. So this has polycolor interference pigments and Amsterdam pearl paints in red, violet, yellow, blue, so a little bit of everything. Here we go again. And I'm just pouring right straight over what I have here, making sure, oh, that's so pretty coming out of the cup. Making sure that I have plenty of pillow this time. Oh my goodness. This one I'm probably not, I'm going to wish I didn't have full coverage on because the pillow is so pretty. So I have this little piggy, Golden Peach. And for my pouring medium mixing video and my paint and pigment mixing video, they are numbered 173 and 174. So I don't need to go over any of that. I'm going to swap out and put the purple on the bottom on top of the Golden Peach. So this started out as ultramarine violet from Amsterdam, and I added a little bit of the blue violet to deepen it and give me this kind of dark purple that's not as deep as the blue violet is on its own. And then I have this custom mix. I think there is some polycolor pearl red in here. There is a little bit of metallic white, but it's not going to be fully opaque, obviously. And I don't know what all else is in here, but it's a warm, shiny pink. It's very pretty. I haven't used it yet, so I figured I would give it a whirl in this bloom. So yeah, I was in the mood to do a bloom. I've been thinking about it for a couple of days and ended up having to mix up some fresh paints and mix up some fresh cell activator. It's been a little challenging getting this set up. Okay, so this is a custom warm coral pink, and this is opaque. This is metallic white with a teeny bit of Amsterdam crimson and Amsterdam brilliant, Azo yellow light. And this is the Sunset Aurora from the previous video, the Mateo pigments, which, by the way, I did end up packaging up and sending right back. So I added Amsterdam pearl paints and it did make a little bit of a difference. So I can at least use up what I got mixed up, and then just packaged everything up and sent it right back. And the Missing Twilight ended up arriving about midweek finally. So that took a bit. That was a little frustrating. But I didn't open it. I just sent it back. And this one is Golden Fluid Quinacridone Violet. And this is a transparent. And is that enough? I think that's enough color. So I'm going to adjust my camera so you can watch the blowout. That went well the first time, but the blow didn't go well. I'm going to torch it again. So that you can see me do the blowout. And then I'll bring the camera back up to this setting so that I can do the spinning and tilting. So let's get you down. Okay, I think that is a good angle. It's about where I had it the last time. Get my glasses off, remix my cell activator, and this is my custom Amsterdam Deep Gold with a couple of drops of Golden Fluid QNAG. I'm not going to way overdo my cell activator this time, and it is thicker, so that's going to help. Theoretically, anyways. All right, I'm going to bring this toward me a little bit, still in frame, and give it a blow. Better than last time, for sure. Oop, leaned right into the edge of the round and got paint on my chest. Just making sure that I have this cell activator fully blown out so I don't get big streaks of it like I did in the last one. All right, glasses back on to see how everything looks. Torch out the bubbles. And I'm going to bring you back out in a wider frame. Okay, I think that's just about where I had it. And just going to check and see if I can slide this a little. Yep, it is free floating. So I think this one is going to spin out much better. And hopefully these little itty bitty cells will expand nicely this time and behave themselves. It's definitely moving a lot better than it did the first time. No question about that. And because a lot of these bloom colors were mixed up last night, they haven't had a chance to set and pop the bubbles, even though I did mix them this morning. So I do need to torch a bit more frequently to make sure that I don't get a ton of pillow pop through up through the colors of the bloom. And I also just mixed these pearl pillow colors together 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. It's always an adventure when I decide to paint. I took the puppies out for a nice, long, brisk walk this morning to tire them out, so they are still napping. And it has been unseasonably or supposedly record warm for April for us. We've been hitting the mid to upper 90s for a couple of days, which isn't that bad. And I have discovered that my Maverick, my boy puppy, just loves sunbathing. He loves the sun beating down on him, and he will lay out there until you make him come in. So what I usually do is I send Luna, my girl puppy, out, and she doesn't like the sun, so she'll just lay in the shade of the patio, and he'll come and join her, and they'll each fight over a rock that they want to chew on. I'll pop a picture up that I took of them yesterday when it was 97 degrees outside. This is coming out way, 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 way better than that first try. I'm liking this a lot. I love the color palette. I love that I pushed the purple down to the bottom, because I wanted the primary color to be the violet with the pigments and the warm pinks. And this is perfect. Got pops of violet, and it's nice and dark, and the golden peach is popping up, so super pretty. This is so much better. I'm going to give this another torch. Loads of bubbles. So this one is going to have a lot of pop through, and I can't do much about that. I just wanted to do a nice big bloom today, and I wanted it to come out right the first time, which it didn't. But I will take a second try bloom that's much better any day. Now hopefully this lighter, well actually I don't care what the paint is, but I'm hoping this lighter is that Sunset Aurora, because that will glow a warm golden pink, bright pink. I could use a little more cells over here. So I'm going to slide this and hopefully not make it go flying off my spinner. Needed a little more coverage over that edge too. So if it is actually the pillow that is showing up in that center, I'm okay with that too. I think that will be spectacular. It's getting there, and my cells are not wonky. My lacing is good. One more good spin, then we'll go the other way once, and I think I'll check my center to make sure it's not moving. And then a final spin centered. All right, let's take a look at the center. Little movement. Little movement is good because that means that I can expand this gold out a little bit more. Let me try giving it a little blow. At this juncture, it's probably a little too late to hope that that's going to open up. But it may sink a little too, which will help. I'm not completely centered, but I think that's okay. The bubble pop through is definitely less than I expected, and they're pretty much done coming up. I'll give it another torch, and then we'll do a flyover. You can see these gorgeous cells and lacing. It's very pretty. Love this. The gold apparently picked up a bunch of interference, which I'm thinking might be that Meteo Sunset Aurora, because I have some really beautiful silvery looking lacing and cells. So it's super pretty. So I'm going to clean this all up, move it aside. One more torch, and we'll do a flyover. Okay, I'm apparently batting 1,000 today because I rewatched the video just a few minutes ago and realized that my flyover didn't record. So this has probably been sitting half an hour, 45 minutes. The bubbles are all popped, so that's definitely a bonus. Not a ton of pillow pop through. There's always a little bit with no house paint blooms. Just the nature of the beast. But these are those really interesting bits of lacing that I was referring to that are very silvery, which I think they are going to be like an interference color. And you can see where the gold kind of turns into them. So very interesting, very cool. I don't know that I've ever seen that happen before. But anyways, the colors are fantastic, and I'm really excited to find out what color these center white areas are going to be when they dry. But yeah, it's beautiful. I'm so glad I did it a second time. And incidentally, I didn't mention, I have taped the entire side all the way up to the edge of this 3/4 inch MDF and applied clear contact paper to the back just to keep that back nice and clean and keep the sides nice and smooth, because I'm going to paint the entire edge, the bright gold metallic on this one before I resin it, and that contact paper on the back and the tape on the sides will help to keep this piece nice and clean right through the resining process. I'll just peel off just this tape on the edge. But anyways, I'll be back when it's dry. All right, wrapping it up, guys. It is dry. Took a little less than 24 hours. And the gold is very sparkly. Love it. So these lacing lines that were sort of unusual, they actually dried exactly like they were when they were wet. So I'm not 100% sure what caused that, but I love it. Sometimes we have happy accidents. And as you can see, I got a little bit of pillow pop through, and I'm good with that because it's pretty. And then these white cells in the center, for the most part, ended up drying metallic white. So I'm thinking that I blew too hard into the pillow, because the pillow, if you remember right, was interference and metallic white in multiple colors. So yeah, it dried really good. I really like it. It's really, really pretty. And this will get a coat of resin and most likely become a Lazy Susan, I think. I do love it. It really is challenging to get back into blooming. Especially mouth-blown blooms when you haven't done them in a long time. It takes a lot of practice to get it right. And so if this is what you're trying to achieve, keep trying, keep working on that blow, keep watching other people who have perfected it, and you'll get there. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. Hope you guys have a great week. Take care. Bye for now.